Welcome
So
to the
you
episode
look at
today.
us?
He must have
Wait a
been watching
second.
the
Podcast. You can't be watching ours. Come on.
Side note, I just realized that Justin has the same Chrome theme as me, so I'm a little salty, but that's fine. Anyways,
Wow, way to be
The
original.
Nick.
Yeah. No, I had it first. I've had it for years. Anyways,
Prove
going
it.
into
Chat,
our-
settle it right
I
now.
want
Who
proof.
had it first?
I don't know how to do that, but I'm sure I can figure it out. Okay.
Let's
Back
make
to
it
our
the entire
actual
thing.
conversation. We are going to be talking about a few different things today. First things first, we are 2 rounds deep into March Madness with both the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8 happening this weekend. That'll bring us to the Final Four in 2 weeks, or I guess not next week, not this weekend, but the following. So we'll be talking a bit about that, as well as talking about some additional free agency madness in the NFL. We'll probably do a quick check-in with the NHL and the NBA because that's always fun. And then last but not least, Kyle has created something fun for us to do. We're going to figure that out here. We'll wait to talk about that, but we are all very excited.
It's a surprise.
It is a surprise, indeed. Surprise it shall be. Also, we are going to start ending every episode with a putt, I guess. I don't know. We'll see.
We're not doing
We're
that.
probably not
You
doing
have
that. I might do it. I might
The
do it.
pressure of the internet will be on you, Nick.
I might do this joke. We'll see. Anyway, first
for the
things
meme.
first. Actually, I would love to bring this up. So I'm going to first pull this up, then share my screen. So let me go ahead here. So, it didn't say I was logged in. I was pissed for a second. Men's tournament challenge. I was super pissed. So,
Guys, unfortunately, Oral did not make it far for me.
Bro, I'm actually really sad. I did think they were gonna beat Duke. I really did. I thought they were.
I
Gonna
tried telling y'all, man.
Listen,
I tried telling
listen.
y'all.
I was fine being wrong, Kyle. I'm okay with
note,
that.
by the way, this is my background I've had for literally 3 years. Just a side note, Justin. Anyways,
Are
I've had
those
it
just
longer than 3
recipes for
years, I can
different like
guarantee
buttered
that.
pastries? Wait,
Yes.
hold on. Go back.
Yeah. Okay, I can go back if you really want.
Guys, chat. All right, here's the next challenge. Can you make some buttermilk biscuits?
That
Now,
sounds
post it
so
on
good
Twitter,
right now.
hashtag high school backups, and tag us.
To give further explanation, I was at my in-laws' house and we were making biscuits. So anyway,
That sounds so good.
it was pretty good. Okay, so we have I have 3 brackets here. The most important one is the group bracket. I'm gonna pull up. Actually, let's just go by the group here.
Yep.
So right now, we have group bracket and Austin are tied for first place. However, maximum point-wise, the group bracket is in a solid spot, both of which are in the 99 percentile.
That's dope.
Steve is touching his dog, or I guess his significant other's dog. I almost said fiance. Anyways.
Whoa.
Anyways,
Working on it.
Currently, the group bracket is first overall, which is ironic because it's the most boring bracket of all of them.
Yeah,
which
you
makes
literally
sense.
said it was gonna be bad.
I said it was boring. I don't think I said it was bad.
Listen, boring was a
Austin's
good
doing
thing.
fantastic this year. He usually does really well, but he is doing fantastic. And then we have Jake, Kyle, Andrew, and then my bracket. And then, of course, we have others. Riley, Jake's second bracket, Kyle's second bracket, Faye's bracket. She had Marquette winning. She's already down to just 400 points. Faye did her best to just kind of mess around and have a good time. But is still doing better than Riley's head tails bracket. I'm not sure ESPN fan is, but
Actually, 11 and 12 turns out are both mine, so it's all good.
Oh
wait, but
man.
Steve, you have a possible 1,300 points, which is higher than a lot. All the way up until to 4th place or 5th place. So that's not bad.
We'll see. That's the one I took more seriously.
Side note: if Houston wins, I should be in 2nd. So that would be pretty dope. Anyway, so bracket-wise, we're doing pretty good. Let's just pull up the group bracket, and we can talk a little bit through some of these matchups. We can kind of see what we've been surprised about, what we haven't been surprised about. Last week, we didn't do a check-in, right? Because this just started on Thursday.
We just did
Correct.
it. We did it last
we just
week.
did it.
Yeah, okay. I was just making sure, because for some reason I felt like we talked about this, but we actually just talked about the bracket that we made. So Alabama beat Texas A&M.
Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi.
Yes.
Got it. I had West Virginia. Maryland did beat West Virginia. Not a huge surprise there. Actually, I'm just going to skip to the surprises. Furman did beat Virginia, which was not a surprise for me. I did
Yo,
have that right in my
Side note,
bracket.
before we move on to any of the other upsets, did
Yeah.
y'all see how that game ended?
Furman
Yeah.
and
Y'all see the
Virginia.
final
Yeah,
play?
yeah, the final jack up.
Dude just chucked it into the air. I'm winning by 2. I don't know what to do with the ball. I'm not gonna hold on to it and get a foul. I'm gonna chuck it to no man's land and see what the hell happens there.
I mean,
That was the dumbest ending. Okay. I've seen dumber endings in sports before than that, but that is
You
still
are
one
a
of the-
Giants fan.
ah,
We're talking about basketball, boy. Basketball. I've seen dumber endings than that before, but that was still got to be top 10. Like that was absolutely ridiculous.
bro, it
Yeah,
was.
like they,
I
what
was
was it? They were down, right?
So I was.
Furman was down 2 in the
Bro.
with like 3 seconds left.
I was
Yeah.
sitting there in class and we were going back and forth because I'm watching the game, and I think we were in the chat, and me and Kyle literally were like, "What the fuck did this man just do?" I had Virginia losing in the next round of San Diego State anyway, so I wasn't worried about it.
I
but
did
like,
too. I wasn't that worried either. So like, I had the game. So the entire first round, I was watching on my phone while I was at the bank, and we had one of my big bosses at the branch that day, and it was absolutely dead. There was no one in the branch, so I didn't really care. And all of a sudden, I just screamed, "No!" And my big boss comes out of the office and goes, "What? What are you screaming about?" And I was like, "I just lost March Madness." And he goes, "Ah, same." And
So just like everybody else who does March Madness.
Yes. So that was very
shout out to
exciting.
him.
Yeah, and honestly, we did a good job. I mean, in this first kind of upper part of this bracket, we do have our Sweet 16 correct coming out of this top of the South region. We do have Alabama and San Diego State, which is tippable. The fact that we were able to get those two out of the Sweet 16. On the lower side of the South, we did have Creighton beat NC State, which makes sense, and Baylor beat UCSB. However, we did have Creighton performing the upset over Baylor, which we got correct, as Creighton would then go on and then go on now to play Princeton. So we got that correct. We are currently 3 for 3 on Sweet 16. Here's the one that nobody in the whole world predicted. Quite literally ruined the last of the 0.003% of the brackets that were still perfect. Princeton comes out of nowhere and beats Arizona and then beats Missouri.
bro,
actually,
I need a
just
I need a Princeton national championship. That's what I need.
Just to clarify, Princeton and Arizona played on day 1, so there were still perfect brackets going into the second day.
It doesn't matter, Kyle.
I think that they ruined
Somehow-
it when they beat
No,
Missouri,
I know,
yeah.
but somehow some people decided to pick Furman and then fucking Princeton in their bracket as a legitimate bracket, thinking, yeah, that's right. Who the hell thinks an Ivy League school in sports to win anything?
For the record, I
the
picked
hell?
Harvard a few years ago, and now I
And
should
they
have
lost.
I should have gone back and
Badly that
revisited that strategy.
And nonetheless,
Yeah.
they won twice.
I
They
know,
won.
I know.
They-
No, I have Creighton in my Elite 8, and I kind of want Princeton to beat them just so we can see an Ivy League. This is definitely the
I'm fine
furthest
with it.
thing
We're
Ivy-
wrong either way. We're
I
wrong
exactly-
either
We're
way.
wrong either way at
Let's
this
do
point.
Yep.
I want not Creighton. I want Princeton in the Final Four. Like genuinely, just go.
It would be dope.
Go all the way.
So at this point, this is our first Sweet 16 pick that we got wrong. So honestly, can't complain. 3 for 4 on the south side of the bracket. Looking at the Midwest, Houston actually mollywopped North Kentucky and then really beat Auburn. Auburn did beat Iowa though, which was kind of a surprise. I know a lot of people wanted Iowa. I
picked
did vote
Auburn.
for Auburn here, but
I picked Auburn.
it was a good
I
win.
think I picked Auburn as well. Yeah.
Both the 5 and 4 seed did win on the next set here, so it really wasn't a big surprise there. However, an actual surprise, Pitt beat Iowa State, who scored 41 points. 41.
It wasn't a surprise to me because I picked them. So,
But
Bro.
you did not expect them to score 41 points.
Bro, that's an
No, I
all-time L.
they had 2 points after playing 8 minutes of the game.
Yeah, I
They
saw
had
that and I was
2
like, I'm
points.
fucked.
And it wasn't a 2-point shot. They were 2 free throws. For
They were
4
free
penalties.
throws?
They were 2 free throws, and they were on the free throw line 4 times, which means they missed 6 free throws. before getting actual
Bro, that
field goals.
top 10
Like,
Iowa
it was-
State commit is rethinking his life.
But
Yep.
somehow, so honestly, Pitt did not
That
really
entire
deserve to win
coaching
this
staff
game.
is getting fired, guaranteed.
Pitt did not deserve to win this game because they somehow, going into halftime, were only winning by 12 points. So, to be honest, Iowa State should have come back. Like, Iowa State just didn't have their shit together, whatever the reason is. So really, like when I was watching that game, I was like, Pitt is not winning in the next round. Like I predicted Pitt to go to the Sweet 16 because I liked what they did in the ACC tournament. And then I was watching the Pitt Iowa State game. It's like I don't stand a fucking chance. Pitt is barely beating Iowa State, and they literally barely had 20 points at halftime. So
It's so bad.
That was a bad game.
Xavier did beat Kennesaw State, which we did predict. That makes sense. That seemed like an obvious one. Penn State beating Texas A&M. I know there were some people advocating for Penn State here.
I think I
but
did.
I think it was a 4-3. It was close. Texas A&M got routed though by Penn State, who then went on to play Texas, who beat Colgate, even though that game was real close around halftime. I'm pretty sure Colgate was on like 2 points, and then Texas pulled away. Going on to the next round there, we had Iowa State versus Xavier, and we had Iowa State obviously upsetting, which is probably about as wrong as we could have been, because then Xavier would not only they would come in and win and destroy Pitt. And then Texas would go in and beat Penn only by 5, but they would still beat them, which we did get correct. So that puts us in the Midwest, another 3 for 4. So we have gone 3 for 4 in both of these sides of the bracket so far. That's not too shabby. So, by the way, that's going to be a consistent freaking story as we go through this, so.
Yep.
Which is better than 99.2% of the whole country. So everyone that did this. So, looking at the East here. Who the flying fudge would have predicted Purdue? Actually,
A lot of us.
a lot of people of all the 1 seeds predicted Purdue to lose to FDU or Farley Dickinson University.
Bro, have you seen their home gym?
Hey,
It's
put their
smaller
gym
than my high school's
inside.
gym, bro. It's smaller than
not
my high
as
school's
bad-
gym.
Yeah, to be fair, St. Peter's last year takes the cake as worst gym ever because they play in a high school gym. So I
yeah.
I just want to point out FDU at least has their own gymnasium they play in.
That's
So
ridiculous,
I
dude.
just want to point that out.
How are you gonna have a D1 basketball program and not have your own basket? Like what?
I mean, you're
Okay, well, at the same time, you also have like some like large like professional like NFL franchises. Some charge their players to eat at their facility.
It's just the Commanders. It's just the Commanders.
yeah,
Actually, it's the Cardinals, but
Is it just the Cardinals? That's even
it's the
worse.
Cardinals.
No, the
It's
Commanders
tough
do
when
it
you're a
too.
fake fan. No, I'm just kidding.
Anyways, point being, this top 2 games would be the only games we would get wrong in this whole side of the bracket. FDU, which is a huge story, and I would have been fine with getting this wrong once they won. I wish they would have made it to the Sweet 16. It would have been super fun. They did get smoked by FAU, who beat Memphis, which we did not predict. I'm pretty sure FAU won like a last-second shot or something like that. It was a very close game.
FAU should not have won that game. They were clearly fouling at the end of the game, and it should have been a jump ball, which at the moment Memphis had possession, had the possession arrow. They also were calling timeout because they thought they had the ball in their hand, and the ref ran by 3 players calling timeout, did not call the foul, and gave the ball to FAU. So it was an absolute shit show
Rigged.
at the end of that game.
What you're
Rigged.
saying is that we should have gotten another matchup right. Got it.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Exactly. We
Point
were
being-
so close.
Other than that, we got Duke right. Thank you, Justin, for siding with me on that one. We got Tennessee right. That was an easy one.
Duke should have
We
lost.
We got
Tennessee
Kentucky
almost
right.
lost.
Tennessee didn't almost lose. We got Kentucky right. That was an easy one, although our hearts out to the old Friars. We did get Kansas State right. That was another easy one. We got Michigan State right, which was not so easy to convince. Again, thank you, Justin, for agreeing with me. Because not only did Michigan State go on to win, they would go on to play Marquette in the second round and beat Marquette. Thank you, Justin, again for listening.
I
to
still
me.
can't
I
believe
do
we picked
appreciate
Michigan
you.
State to
I
beat
was
Marquette.
right.
I was
Jacob
also
saying-
right. Nick, you and I had literally the same
Yes.
bracket on this side.
Me and Kyle had a very similar bracket in general, and similar to this.
Up until the Final
bracket.
Four. You and I are very similar up until the Final Four.
Yes. So Michigan State did go on to beat Marquette, which you did predict. We also predicted Kansas State to beat Kentucky. I did not think it would be that close, but it was. We did, however, which I did not agree with, but I was wrong. Tennessee did go on to beat Duke, and then we didn't know either of these teams would be there. If we did, we probably would have chose FDU just for the memes because they had their dick inside of Purdue. So, uh, so again, 3 for 4 again in the East. So big surprise here. Well, let's go on to the West and see if it's any different. So
I
Hey, I
had
just
I had
noticed-
Arkansas beating Kansas in my original bracket. I'm pissed I couldn't convince you that Arkansas was going to win that game. I'm pissed.
What were you saying,
Damn,
Justin?
it was literally
I
the
was-
battle of state pronunciations. Kansas and Arkansas going up against each other.
Justin,
I was gonna say that my South and Midwest are actually okay because I have Princeton and Xavier as the final two.
love it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, we said who would predict him. Justin predicted him. Nice job.
Justin did it.
Attaboy, Justin.
We on the West side, we got all but one of the matchups in the first round correct. The only matchup that we did not get correct was Boise State. Where Northwestern did go on to win. I know I advocated heavily for Boise State just as kind of a meme.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
Boise
I
being-
lost. Just saying. This was one of the things Nick and I
Northwestern
disagreed
did
on.
win. Otherwise, there were 0 upsets on this side. Now, when we go to, in the first round on the side, when we go to the second round, there was indeed an upset. Arkansas.
Steven.
Oh my god.
Steven.
Steven.
I'm sorry, I thought I muted my mic. I'm sorry.
Mute yourself.
Give me a sec.
Mute yourself. There we go.
Okay. Anyways, so Arkansas did go on to beat Kansas, which was highly impressive. I know, Jake, you were definitely right about this. But in general, that's hard. Like Kansas usually does well. But we did
I
remember
thought
that place.
I thought them and Purdue were weak ass 1 seeds. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Fair
So,
enough.
Fun fact. No, since I forgot the stat. I think it was 2002 or something like that. No, whoever was the last team to go back to back. Who was that? 2005?
That was Florida. It was 07, 08.
Florida. Oh, so since
Or
2008,
05, 06, 06, 07.
Whatever it was,
One of
whatever
those.
Florida
One of
was.
those.
since Florida went back to back, no national champion the following year has made it to the Sweet 16.
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
That's
And it's still-
ridiculous.
every year I go into making March Madness, not listening to that statistic and go, it's not gonna happen again, and I'm wrong every single year. But I'm just saying.
That is funny. And I mean, looking at this, I mean, we made all the right picks. The Gonzaga TCU game was really close.
It was.
I honestly, what this tells me, the fact that we got 3 out of 4 in literally all 4 of the regions, which is really solid and really hard to do. In my opinion, that tells me that we need each other to keep each other even because we literally are in the 99th percentile. I know Austin is technically, but his max points is significantly lower than the group bracket. So we did a really, really good job keeping each other even and doing these votes. So that's what this tells me is that when we work together, like this is obviously a good thing, just like this podcast is a good thing. Thank you for listening. What we have going in, we could talk briefly about this. So we do have UConn winning in this bracket. I actually, with how this turned out, I think it's totally possible because they don't have to play Kansas. And they're probably gonna have to play Gonzaga. I know that's what
I'm picking
bracket is,
UCLA,
that's what I
dog.
believe.
I'm picking
I
UCLA.
I also picked
Yeah, but you
UCLA.
and Kyle picked UCLA, and they're gonna lose. And I said that they're gonna
Bro,
lose.
when they beat Houston in the elite, in the final
final-
four, I don't want to hear it.
They
I
better
can't
not.
wait till Houston wins. I hope to God it's if Houston wins, I come in second behind Kyle, or if it's Alabama wins or like whatever, UConn wins in the Final Four, that it's like the group bracket wins. Like I hope that that's what it is. It's down that last pick. But anyways, I think it's fairly impressive that we got 12 out of 16 of the Sweet 16 right.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
pretty insane.
I know that when I was looking at it, what we had was that 480 points or 460 points. I know that the highest points is 570. I mean, we quickly look at this bracket. Okay, so this person got every single matchup correct in the Midwest. All matchups correct in the South, except for he had Princeton beating Arizona. He did not get Furman versus Virginia correct or Princeton versus Missouri correct. He had Missouri winning. And he had Missouri going here. However, he got all of the East correct except for Purdue, and all of the West correct except for Arizona.
He had Providence go. He had
Yeah, he got
Providence.
Providence wrong.
Except Arizona State. Yeah. Oh, we did get Providence.
How do you have FAU beating Purdue? That's nuts.
Yeah, dude, he did have that.
Like, honestly, like, it's crazy to me. Like, this is a crazy good bracket. Good for this dude for being able to do this. He's literally ranked #1 and in the process of winning some money, possibly. He has UCLA winning, which is obviously a joke, so that's not going to happen.
He's gonna be right. So
Anyways, so that's our group bracket. That's going to be talked about. We can quickly look at these matchups that we have going on. So we're gonna have Houston versus Miami. It's going to be a good game. However, I think there's a really solid chance that Houston wins it. I know that Kyle agrees, slightly biasly. I think that Houston has a really good shot, even with their injuries, to win this game, especially with how they played against Auburn. I think that they have a really good chance to win this game, and they'll be looking good. And please stop me if you guys have any opinions or points.
The only thing about is if Miami's top players are all clicking, it's going to be very hard for Houston's beat. So like this game I'm actually kind of worried about because I think this game is going to be really enjoyable, really like competitive. It's really the only thing I just wanted to point out is Miami has some really top talent.
after the Marquette L, I can't afford any other of my top 4 teams losing. So roll Houston in this matchup.
I have one of my top 4 teams still in it.
And it's Houston.
Let's go. Also, Xavier, Texas, I think it's going to be the opposite story of this. I think Texas steamrolls Xavier. I don't really see how it goes any other way.
I hope so.
Yeah, probably. Most likely.
I think Alabama probably steamrolls San Diego State. I think that's a pretty...
I don't think so, actually.
I think it'll be close. I think Bama wins, but...
I actually said this last week that San Diego State would give Arizona a run for their money.
I agreed. That's another school I agreed with, but
so I still think Alabama will win, but I don't think it will be a runaway.
Fair enough.
I could be totally wrong. I've been wrong on a lot of things this bracket, so we'll wait and see. But
listen, Princeton beat Arizona and Fairleigh Dickinson beat Purdue. Anything can happen.
I really want Creighton to win for bracket reasons.
Yes.
But I really want Princeton to win.
Yeah, I'm putting money on Princeton regardless. I don't care. They're going to be the underdog. I am 100% throwing money on them to cover the spread and the money line.
I really want Princeton to win.
Go Princeton.
I think same reason I want FAU to win. I think it would be hilarious.
I need a Tennessee dub there, not gonna lie.
I have Michigan State winning this game because again, when they're lower seeded than 6, they do much better than when they're 6 or higher.
Makes no sense.
It doesn't. I genuinely think Michigan State will win this game. I think in my bracket that's who I have. I think that they win the game, even though it's gonna be a really solid game. I think it's gonna be a really fun one to watch.
For our group bracket's sake, I'm hoping Kansas State wins that game.
I think that we should all be in on our group bracket winning, so we're all winners. I think
that's the point.
Except
fuck Gonzaga. Except fuck Gonzaga.
That we're all there to win. We're all there for each other to help each other win. So, and then I have Gonzaga over UCLA. We do in the bracket as well. I think this could go either way. I know that Kyle and Jake want UCLA win. I think we should all be in on the group bracket at this point.
No, I'm hoping my bracket comes and
just
above the group bracket.
You're not winning the money, okay?
For sure.
There isn't money. There's no money.
There's $100K for all this. That's what I'm saying.
Not
and then we have
between us,
Arkansas versus UConn, roll UConn, and then I hope they lose in the Final Four. And that's it. Those are our matchups. So it should be a fairly fun weekend to watch. No matter what the matchups end up being in the Elite Eight, once you get to Elite Eight, every game is usually a banger. Like the teams that made it there are there for a reason for the most part. So it should be a good time. Any final comments on this specific type of March Madness?
Go Princeton.
Go Princeton.
Go Tigers.
If Princeton wins it all, we're all
Go Tigers.
Right? Like if Princeton makes it to the finals, we're all rooting for them, right?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, 100%.
If it makes it to the finals, I don't care if it's versus Houston. Go Princeton.
Facts.
Gimmy's just
go Princeton.
Okay, so there are 2 things I would like to talk about before we get a little bit deeper into what's going on, what we'll call the NFL March Madness. The Patriots. I would like to talk about 2 things related to the Patriots. Devin McCourty officially announced sometime last week that he will be retiring from the NFL and from the Patriots. On top of that, he is going to be getting a celebration of his time on the Patriots early on in the season next year. And what was announced today, Dante Hightower will also be officially retiring as a Patriot.
Oh shit! I missed that.
Yeah.
10 years.
I mean,
Wow.
I saw it coming because he didn't really play last year, and I know he had he was kind of struggling with a little bit of health stuff the season before. I mean, Devin McCourty, that's really tragic, but I mean, That man was a
Tragic. He
legend.
didn't die. It's not tragic.
It's
It is
slightly
tragic.
tragic
Not
because we needed him for one more year, but they're both Patriots they're both Patriots Hall of Famers at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the
for
truth of
sure.
the matter is, we're making moves to cover up for that losing of Devin McCourty. So I'm not super worried about it. Dante Hightower is kind of a slower linebacker, more like a Gerard Mayo, Teddy Bruschi type. That
Bro,
isn't exactly what we
you're
need
underestimating
nowadays.
how athletic Gerard Mayo was back in the day.
Okay, Gerard Mayo and
Gerard Mayo was the best of that bunch, and he was a freak in his prime.
I guess what I'm
Well,
saying is
also-
that he's an older type of linebacker
Yeah.
that is still good, but not necessarily what the NFL is gearing towards.
No,
Well,
he's not
Hightower
Roquan
also
Smith
wasn't-
athletic.
Oh, Hightower was also very sneaky in coverage too. He had a couple of underneath interceptions. Like I remember, he had a very nice because of his reach. He had a really good interception, like for example against Mahomes a couple seasons ago. But I mean, he was also just a great pass rusher. As we all know, the turnover against the Falcons in that Super Bowl. So
He was a sneaky good rush linebacker.
Yep.
I mean, obviously Belichick's design, like play design on defense, is nuts. But
Yeah,
Mhm.
so I really want to talk about those, and now we have quite a bit of free agency talk to talk about over the
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah.
There's more than what I realized. So we're going to go in actual order. I was going to go in reverse order because it was what was first.
Are you on Rappaport's or Scheffner's? Or
I'm
Schefter's?
I'm neither of them. It's a page that follows both, so I'm going to just follow that. What day was the podcast last week? The 14th. So we're
Tuesday.
Yep.
for the
Mhm.
15th and on. 1 second,
No
guys.
shit, Kyle.
I think it started with the Patriots opening up the 15th by signing Juju. I think that's literally the first move from the 15th. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I think so too.
I believe you. I'm just trying.
Yep, it is the 15th.
Okay, I'm here.
Bet.
I gotta scroll down a little bit more. I'm at the 15th, but not in the morning. Okay, so it technically started off with something slightly different, but that's okay.
We got Jordan Poyer coming back to the
Okay.
Bills.
So I'm not gonna say the time for every single one, but James Bradbury re-signed with the Eagles.
Yep.
Cool beans.
Mhm.
That was great for him. I'm only gonna bring up major ones because there's a lot. I think this is a major one because I play IDP and I know how good he is. Cole Holcomb signed with the Steelers.
Mhm.
He's a linebacker. He's a super tackling heavy linebacker, so that's great for
Mhm.
him. Oh, I didn't even see this. Patriots placed restricted free agent tenders on Miles Bryant and Yadni Kajest.
Yep.
Yep.
Yadni Kajest is backup right tackle, and Miles Bryant played last year. He had his moments where he was really solid last year.
Really solid, but also got beat. It depends.
Yes. Jabril Peppers re-signed with the Patriots.
Big move.
$6 million in guarantees.
Huge.
Maximum value of $11 million over 2 years, which is fantastic money for a dude who plays really well. Jabril Peppers, if we were to go back 5 years ago with the Giants, was one of the best safeties in the league. So, and I don't think he's that far from where he was. Or it can at
Also, it really is like a Belichick team to be able to use even an aging safety to their best ability too. So, yeah, on our team, he's still pretty nasty.
Listen, between ADP or Adrian Phillips, Kyle Duggar, and Jabril Peppers, they're gonna have a good safety core. That's the end of that story.
Yes. Especially
We have
dude,
basically
Kyle Duggar
three
is like-
mini like
Kyle-
Cam Chancellors. We got heavy hitters too.
Kyle Duggar's crazy, bro.
Kyle
I remember
Duggar's that
he played
dude.
He played with
He's got that dog in him.
Anyways, at this point was announced that Darius Slay was not going to resign with the Eagles. Yeah, big old cap right there. We'll talk about that when we get there.
Big old cat.
The Buccaneers did sign Baker Mayfield for $8.5 million for a
Yep.
1 year
So
deal.
overpaid.
Little prove it
Underpaid.
trade there. The Packers and Jets at this point were continuing their trade talks that we were already talking about. Aaron Rodgers had announced that he will be talking on the Pat McAfee show for last Wednesday. So we're going to get there when we talk about it. This report was on the 14th or the 15th, excuse me. The Patriots have called about DeAndre Hopkins and Jerry Jeudy, and they also attended Odell Beckham's workout last week in Arizona. So these are 3 receivers that they're heavily looking at. I don't know if it'll be on here, but I did want to talk about not related to DeAndre Hopkins and Jerry Jeudy because that's going to come up. I did see that. Odell tweeted saying, "Guys, I didn't say I need to play for 20. I just said that 4 or 3 million wasn't enough."
4.
And I'm like, a 4 million was enough. I'm like,
Mhm.
I'll give him like 9.
I was about to say.
I'll give him
Like
9,
9 to 10 million ain't too bad.
Yeah,
Listen,
I'll
if
give him
4 is
that.
not enough, here's 9.
Yeah.
He now at this point we're in the afternoon on the 15th. Aaron Rodgers officially told Pat McAfee that he plans to play with the Jets. He did not give them
cares?
a list of players to sign. However, he did vouch for a number of teammates, and he's also said who wouldn't want Odell on his team. I would be very surprised if Odell goes to the
No,
Jets.
this is Aaron Rodgers. There definitely are some demands because he's a diva like that.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's a master manipulator of media. Like, come on, he definitely like. I'm sure it wasn't a list he sent them, but he's like, I want these guys.
On
Yeah,
another
I
note,
think
did you
it
guys
was-
see the
I think-
text he sent Schefter?
Lose my number.
Oh,
Lose
yeah,
my
I did see that.
number.
Lose my number.
It's so funny.
I hate Aaron Rodgers so much.
I thought that was hilarious.
I thought it was funny.
This is where the announcement came out that the Patriots did officially sign Juju Smith-Schuster. I've sat on this for about a week now. I can honestly say I do like the move. If we were going to have to pay Jacoby Myers the same money, I would rather take Juju, who's more proven and, to be honest, has had a really good role on some good teams. Even though his best years were seemingly behind a good receiver, we don't need him to be a number one. I think we're going to go get a number one. That has been my argument from the start. And if that's the case, we've seen Juju go off in years where he isn't the number one. He's the number 2.
Here's the thing,
Yeah.
right? Juju and Jacoby are very similar players, and Juju is better after the catch, which is the same conversation I was having with Kyle when the move happened. So Jacoby Myers does a lot of good things. He's a good receiver. But if you're asking me which one I want the Patriots to have right now, it's Juju.
Yeah,
Especially if it's the same contract,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
The same,
it's the same contract.
I'm taking
But-
Juju.
Yeah, and I 100% disagreed. I was very vocal about it with Jake over text when it first happened. I think when you have the opportunity to keep Jacoby for the same exact money, I thought it was
Juju is also younger, by the way.
yes by like
A
by
year.
what 1 year. I was gonna say it's not by much. And I usually am one to prefer the younger guy. As you guys know, I did say that in our group chat when in regards to Judy and
Kyle, I
earlier.
prefer the younger guys.
That did come off
Bro,
very
that's just
wrong.
nobody
Okay,
was. My lord.
I didn't mean that. I prefer.
No, I'm just giving you a hard time,
younger
Kyle. You're
athletes.
fine.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh my god. Okay, we're moving on.
Move it.
I'm
clipping it.
Kyle
Clip
likes
it.
Justin, clip it.
Yeah.
No,
clip. Honestly,
please don't.
Kyle likes his team to be on the younger side. That's all he's trying to say.
Yeah, thank you.
Man,
Jacoby
okay.
over Juju. That's what I'm trying to say.
False.
Moving on.
It's
Oh,
okay.
So here's the thing, Kyle. I
Kobe
get
has
the point.
nicer eyes.
I
I'm
get the
sorry.
fact that Jacoby Myers might fit in the system better. Maybe we don't know that yet, truthfully, because we although he's been here, we don't know how well Juju's gonna fit in the system. I will say I look at it and I like Dan O'Brien. I think Dan O'Brien's gonna get Juju open. I think that's when Juju's at his best, when he just gets open for free.
How many? Okay, a lot of receivers are at their best when they're just open.
No, but
problem
he's
is-
talking
is-
about when Juju has space. Jacoby Myers is not as good in space than Juju is.
Yes, when you watch Patriots games this year, Jacoby Myers' hands were super reliant. Like, he would catch the ball, immediately go down. If Juju catches the ball, he's running for 5 yards, 10 yards more. Like, he is going.
To
And
back
is
that up
so
with
different.
statistical data, the Patriots, I think, had the 30th most rack yards in the NFL this year, or they were 30th in the average rack yards. Juju alone would have added them and put them at 15th.
So, that is a huge deal. And immediately, Juju is the best receiver on this team. And Jacoby Myers was not.
I'm
at the
still a
top of it.
big Kendrick Bourne guy. I'm not going to lie to
Yes,
you.
but I wouldn't say Kendrick Bourne is not better than him at this point. I get where you're going with that, but I would say that Juju is now. I was like, oh, maybe Jacoby's the best receiver on this team, but in my mind, Juju's the best receiver on this team. Okay, Commanders signed Jacoby Brissett to a $10 million one-year deal. Good for him. I'm glad he got paid a bit after he kind of got screwed over. This is where Odell had his workout video, whatever the hell that's worth. He looked good.
You look good.
He looked really good. He looked really good.
Officially, the Cowboys announced their separation from Ezekiel Elliott, something that we certainly saw coming with how well Tony Pollard's been playing. This puts me at a really, really tough spot of whether or not I'm going to keep Alvin Kamara or Tony Pollard in another league. It is a very hard decision.
I want to bring this up as so in our group chat it was brought up that Zeke was going to go to the Bears, and I disagreed then, and I still disagree now with that, because I still I think the Bears are very solid with their running back, especially with Khalil Herbert, who looked pretty decent.
Well, David
last year.
Montgomery's not there. No, not David Montgomery. Isn't
Yeah,
David
you're right.
Montgomery?
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Montgomery's gone. He got
For
signed.
some reason, I always swap Singletary and Montgomery. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know Montgomery's not there, which I get, but the Bears also just signed Deontay Foreman, who, after CMC left Carolina, went off. He was carrying, he had 15, 20 touches a game. Like, Deontay Foreman was insane after CMC left. So bringing in Deontay Foreman and already having Khalil Herbert, who was already pretty good, I don't think the Bears are in need of a running back.
Also, they have
Especially
Justin
one-
Fields who can run pretty well too.
Yeah, like
I
just
w- no, I wouldn't be.
I will. Sorry, keep going. Go ahead.
I just wouldn't be surprised to see if they grabbed Jahmyr Gibbs in the second round or something. I
Yeah,
don't love that running back core with Foreman and Herbert. They're very similar style players. If they're gonna round out that running back room, they're gonna need somebody like Jahmyr Gibbs who has more electric ability. But I know what you're saying, Kyle. Ezekiel Elliott doesn't fit the Bears room. He doesn't fit the Bears running back room.
And even if they're going to go get a running back, they're not going to go out and get one who's going to be worth the contract that Zeke is going to want as a free agent, not going to be worth the drama he brings to a roster. He's just not, with the Bears starting pretty much fresh, like they just got essentially they're going into the season with a brand new team almost, right? So like they don't want to bring that. They're going to just keep what they have or get a running back in the draft, essentially. So,
Well, with Zeke, I mean, the drama was only really with his contract negotiations. He's actually a lot of. I mean, there's a lot of news coming out that the locker room that he's actually like a really loved player by everybody in that locker room. The only thing is, since his incredible rookie season, his production has plummeted since then. He was averaging, I think, barely 3 yards a carry last year, and
Actually,
he was
with
making
Tony
six. Not even then, he still was not that efficient of a running back, even when he was given more carries. So his production has gone down. The thing with the running back is, realistically, if they've gone down in production, they don't bounce back. Adrian Peterson, for a good example, when he came back from his ACL tear, was not able, aside from when he won MVP, with a second ACL tear, he didn't have much production since then. He has a 1,000-yard season, but he was also rushing a lot more. So the thing is, I don't know how much Zeke's going to want in terms of money, but if it's a lot, I think that's probably why he hasn't been signed yet, because he probably still wants a close to a $10 million deal, which unfortunately, I don't even think, if Miles Sanders isn't getting paid that much, I don't see anybody wanting to pay Zeke that much either.
Yes.
Speaking of Miles Sanders, I don't know if we're going to get to that, Nick, because
I'm
that
sure
definitely
we will. I'm going through. It has every single move here, even ones I'm not talking about. Also, we do have that fun thing we want to do, and we'll talk about a little bit of other stuff as well.
Yeah,
so
so let's run this.
Yeah.
Let's run this a little
Uh,
bit.
Fletcher Cox, 1 year, $10 million a year. Awesome for him. Whoever cares, Kyle Allen went to the Bills. I don't know if anyone care about that.
Nah.
Jamal Williams did go to the Saints, which is great for him.
Big move.
I don't know if that's not ideal for me and Alvin Kamara, which is another thing into that.
He
issue.
vultures
Keep
touchdowns.
Tony
He's going
He
vultures
does.
touchdowns.
And Tony
Yes.
Pollard is the only running back over in Dallas. Right
keep
now.
Tony Pollard.
Miles Sanders headed to the Panthers.
Sandlers.
Quick note: I do love what the Panthers are building down there right now.
I agree because
Yes.
their team was like mediocre last year, even when they looked like ass. But they look like
They look like they're
Lions
building
last
something
year.
down there. Not
yeah,
like
they look
And
like
actually, didn't the Panthers sign Dalton Schultz as well?
no,
No,
Hayden
it was the
Hurst.
Texans.
No.
Hayden Hurst.
It was what? Hayden
Hurst.
Hurst, which
And
is
we're
so
gonna talk
solid.
about that. I actually want to do a video series. I hadn't brought this up yet, but I want to do it where we actually, in one video, go through all 4 teams in division once we get a little closer to the season, and like
Yeah.
one video is each division, and we kind of talk about how we think they're gonna do, what the teams look, stuff like that. So,
I'm down.
anyway, Orlando Brown officially went to the Bengals because the Bengals lost like 2 of their linemen, so they needed
Yep.
to get someone. Eagles never officially released Darius Slay, and they talked about new deals in the works. Side note, he ended up re-signing with the Eagles.
Yep.
I don't know what this is talking about. They were talking about PJ Walker. He's a backup behind Justin Fields and played with DJ Moore, so that's cool. Alexander Madison got a better contract, even though he's deserved it, as the Dalvin Cook. What's the word I'm looking for?
Spellback?
When you're the same person, you look the same.
Oh, clone.
No, I was looking for a little bit more.
Twin.
Like, no, it's a different word. It's like, anyways, when you're essentially you look like the same person, you can impersonate them. But anyways,
Oh, doppelganger.
thank you, Jake.
Yeah,
Got you.
He is
Got you.
Dalvin Cook's doppelganger, so he's literally the same person. Anyways, sure. Giants lost Julian Love to the Steelers, and Devin Bush was going to see the Seahawks. He ends up signing. He doesn't sign there. Patriots hosted Taylor Rapp, which, by the way, I think he's gonna end up signing there, and that would be another reason why I think the Patriots, core back in the backside is gonna be gross.
Yep.
Orlando Roberts went to the Steelers. The Patriots re-signed Mac Wilson, who actually had a pretty
He had a
good
solid year last
He
year.
did.
Like,
He's
it was pretty good. The Bucks signed Chase Edmonds, which is good for him. Steelers cut Miles Jack. He can come to the Patriots any day. The joke about the Patriots not getting a good wide receiver and rather hosting BC Johnson or Bicey Johnson and say, hey, you want D-Hop? Here's Bicey Johnson is still a joke. Neiman Hines ended up re-signing with the Bills because God knows he's the reason why they won that game against the Patriots with those 2 return touchdowns.
yes.
There's another running back who signed with the Bills we'll get to later.
Yes, Braxton Berrios signed with the Dolphins. Cool for him.
AFC East total.
Third AFC East team.
This was a big one.
Yep.
Nasir Adderley officially retired from the Chargers after 4 years in the league. He stated that he wasn't necessarily as passionate as he once was. He was worried about injuries and things causing further issues within his life. But he was super happy to play and was happy with the team that he was at. So I'm happy for him, and hope he finds happiness there. Giants made one move. They signed Paris Campbell.
Didn't they also trade for Darren Waller this week?
Yeah, they did talk about. We're going to talk about. I think that was before.
We
this
talked
week.
about that last
We
week.
talked about it last week.
Okay, that was before last.
They made one move this week, and it was Paris Campbell. Look, I mean, we talked about Kyle. Paris Campbell's like not great, but he's not awful. Like he's a solid depth piece, and so he'll probably be a wide receiver 3 at best, but could certainly fall off the depth
2.
chart.
Wide receiver 2 at best.
He
At
should
best.
be playing
At our
on the
cur-
outside.
Ideally, he's
Ron-
playing a wide receiver 3 slot role.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
ideal. But currently, with our makeup, he is a wide receiver 2 at best.
I mean, he also like last year. He can give you at least 200 or 300-yard games if you really need it. I mean,
Which
hell,
I'm
he may.
okay with. You know,
I mean,
it's okay.
a guy like him could definitely be like almost sends like a Chris Hogan, like an out of nowhere playoff, like ridiculous receiver.
Yeah. At this point here, which I think we're on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday rather, the Odell had positive talks with the Cowboys, also had positive talks with the Ravens and the Chiefs. Nobody freaking knows where he's going. They're probably all positive talks.
His best bet is either the Cowboys or the Chiefs, but
Yeah, Ravens is not a good choice right now unless you can guarantee Lamar.
Yeah.
If you can guarantee Lamar, then definitely Odell could go to the Ravens. But without Lamar, it's not a definite.
At this point, sources confirmed multiple teams have inquired about Jerry Jeudy. Price tag remains high. Team asking for a first or high second plus a player. At the time, it was New England, Cleveland, and Dallas because apparently Dallas is interested in everyone.
Brandon Cooks to
well, it's because Dallas also realized they made a huge mistake with
Amari Cooper.
getting rid of Amari Cooper.
Yes.
Which I will bring up when we get to Brandon Cooks, by the way.
Now, I had made fun of Kyle and messed with him. In fact, I texted Jake 2 seconds before I did it and said, hey, Jake, watch this. And I sent a fake tweet about Mike Gesicki signing with the Patriots, knowing farewell that it was probably going to come based on like all the rumors. He had been talking to another team. The Patriots did officially sign Mike Gesicki to a 1-year, $9 million contract.
Solid.
Solid W.
We talked about this last year, where 2 years ago, when Johnny Smith and Hunter Henry signed, that it felt a lot like the Rob Gronkowski, Aaron Hernandez days. The problem with that is that Johnny Smith was minimally proved, and we overestimated how much he would fit into an actual system, whereas Hunter Henry fit perfectly into that system.
I will say that we didn't talk about it much last week, but the Jonnu Smith trade to the Falcons, I actually love that for Jonnu Smith specifically because he goes back to Arthur Smith, who was the offensive coordinator he had when he had his best year.
Yes, I also like that for the Patriots because they got something for him.
Yeah.
So, the best part about this is that Mike Gesicki is different and similar to Jonnu Smith. He is different that he thrives in being able to do what he wants and making it work. Or he's the same in that aspect. He is different because he sat in a Dolphins system where they underutilized him. There's anything that the Patriots don't do, it's underutilize him. They gave Jonnu a lot of chances to be successful. He dropped multiple passes. He didn't utilize his backfield time. The Patriots are going to have two really solid pass catching tight ends. And what's probably going to happen is Gesicki's going to go to tight end 1 and Hunter Henry's going to go to tight end 2 so that Henry's blocking more often, which he doesn't mind doing, and Gesicki's catching more often, which is what he prefers.
And Gesicki's is an incredible patch. Oh, Gesicki's a great like safety blanket passing tight end, but also Hunter Henry a year ago was also very good in the red zone too.
Which is fine because Gesicki's good all over the field, and that's what you need. You need them in those positions. So also, I just realized we're only on Thursday, so we gotta go a little quicker. Packers re-signed Rasul Douglas, awesome for them. Patriots re-signed Joe Cardona, the highest paid lawn snapper in history. 4 years, $6.3 million, which is actually like pretty solid for a long snapper.
He's also incredible.
Let's go!
Hey, he is really good. The Bucks at this time released Leonard Fournette and Cameron Brate. And then officially, yeah, I know, right? Officially at this point, the Raiders had signed Jimmy Garoppolo, even though we already knew it was happening. The Bills also released Isaiah McKenzie,
who subsequently signed with the Colts.
Yes.
Very quick. Isaiah McKenzie was extremely shocking at the time.
The cut. Yeah, that came out of nowhere.
Cut. Yes. Mm-hmm. But W for him going to Indy. Moving on.
Yes. I'm skipping through a bunch of these because, to be honest, there's just a lot of smaller names.
Mm-hmm.
The Texans re-signed Laramie Tunsil to a 3-year contract worth up to $75 million.
Jesus Christ.
Guaranteed. He is right next to Orlando Brown and
Trent Williams.
Thank you, Trent Williams, the only lineman that should be paid that type of money at this point.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good ones, but like those guys are literally the best in their position. This is where this first came up. Brandon Cooks officially signed or got traded to the Cowboys for a 5th-round pick, a 6th-round pick, and $6 million of the $18 million guaranteed to be paid off for the Texans. So he will, I think it's 2 more years, and he'll make $6 million a year. I think is the amount.
That's crazy.
So that's good for Brandon Cooks. I think that he is a great addition to the Cowboys. It also makes me think that the Cowboys are probably not going to be looking for another receiver like Odell. That feels surprising considering they would have CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, and already Michael Gallup, and then they'd want to add someone else that's like an outside guy.
I mean, the biggest problem with that is that Odell and CeeDee play very similarly. Like, they'd fit a very similar
Brandon
role.
Cooks and CeeDee play similarly, too.
No. Brandon Cooks is much more of a downfield threat where CeeDee can cross the field and catch and rack, stuff like that. Where I think CeeDee and OBJ play a lot alike, if that makes sense. Like, it just wouldn't be the best fit.
Yeah, especially at this point, like where they already have.
Especially without Kellen Moore there to make it work.
It's really interesting to me how the Cowboys traded for Brandon Cooks by giving up a 5th and a 6th-round pick for them, when that's exactly what they gave up for Amari Cooper.
No offense, I think I like Amari Cooper a little better than Brandon Cooks. I like Brandon Cooks a lot, 100%. But I would take Amari Cooper over Brandon Cooks.
100%.
No, that's what he's saying. Like that's what I'm saying. They gave up more value. It's like swapping Amari Cooper for Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, that's a little sus. Anyways, the Adam Thielen signed with the Panthers. Another piece of this deal that we really like the Panthers. Yep. I'm very excited about our long episode where we predict the NFL season. I thought that was really fun last year. I think that'll be fun again this year, no matter how wrong we were about the Bucks. The Lions signed C.J. Gardner-Johnson, which, by the way, I love this signing for the Lions. That dude is so feisty, and he is gonna play so well with that team and that coach. Oh, it's gonna be a doghouse over there. I can't wait. Whoever cares about Matt Collins signing with the Falcons, who still have an irrelevant receiving core, so whoever cares about that.
I mean, Drake London's still pretty good.
Yeah. You know what? Fair enough. My bad. Drake London is really good. The Dolphins officially exercised Tua Tagovailoa for his 5th year. That's good for him.
That's good. I mean, the quarterback market, there really isn't much left now, so I can imagine they're going to try to invest in him.
Yes.
They got to invest
They
in a
should.
backup.
Keep him safe.
As they should. He
was
looked
about to
decent
say.
when healthy. Like he wasn't
Yeah.
bad when he played. Like his biggest issue, which I think can be fixed, is his accuracy. That is his
Yes.
biggest issue was his accuracy, and when he was healthy, he looked decent. Like you fix the accuracy, you keep him safe and healthy. They actually have.
They
something
need to invest in a backup quarterback. They need
Yes,
to.
they do.
I don't.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
Love Tua, but they need a backup.
I couldn't agree more. So whereas the Texans are officially signing Dalton Schultz to a 1-year deal at $9 million. Dalton Schultz probably deserved a little bit more, probably more towards 12, but he's honestly the Texans are they've kind of done some moves that makes me think they're going to be a little bit more relevant. Not a lot, but like a little bit more relevant.
This
year.
move genuinely confuses me, not from the Texans' perspective, but from Dalton Schultz's
Yeah, I
perspective.
don't know why he went there.
Like,
Maybe you want to stay in
Like, I
Texas.
I get trying to do a 1-year deal to prove yourself, but you choose the Texans as as your place you want to prove yourself.
I don't
It
know
doesn't-
why
Well,
he wanted to prove
It doesn't
I
make
mean-
no to like get more money because it's clear Dallas didn't want to give him more money. It's Houston clearly also didn't want to. Give
I
him
mean,
more
I
money.
can probably.
We don't-
I think I get it. I mean, you're going to a team where your target share is going to be higher because of the fact that they don't really have any capable receivers at the moment. They're probably
Yep.
drafting a quarterback at number 2, whether it be C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, Will Levis, or Anthony Richardson. And at the end of the day, I mean, he's going to be tight end 1 and option 1 as long as they don't go out and get a high name receiver. So, like,
Yes.
I get the thought process. I really do.
The reason I don't is because as of this moment, you're signing them. You're signing with this team, who doesn't have an amazing quarterback. Davis
They're going
Mills
to
is-
draft one.
Yeah, but we don't know that 100%.
Yes, we do.
predict that. Jake, we don't. Like
We
can
know
predict
they're
all we
drafting a
want.
quarterback.
We don't though, Jake. Like, hold on. Just hear me out with this. Like, we don't know 100%. One, Houston has done some crazy things in the past, but 2, they may love Davis Mills for all we know. Giants
They don't.
love Daniel Jones. Yeah, but Jake, for the love of God.
But
hold
Kyle
on.
but do you guys
But we
seriously
do
think
know
there's
that, like,
talent
it's
in
been-
the second round, aside from a quarterback, that they're going to hold on to that pick? Unless they trade that pick away and move down, there's no way in hell you can convince me they're not going to try to take a quarterback.
I am
with that number
convinced
2
they
pick.
are not. I'm convinced that they may not take a quarterback with the second overall pick. Not that
And what would they-
not that
then
they
what?
100%
Then who?
won't. What the best player available at that moment, who could be a defensive player? They'll still have Jalen Carter available. Like
The
I,
answer,
it's
I mean, the best player in that moment is a QB, but you're saying non-QB. I get it.
exactly yes.
The,
best non
the best player in the draft is Will Anderson Jr., but we'll talk about that later.
Whatever, Jake.
Okay.
It doesn't. We're getting off
We're,
point.
we're
The
also
point
getting
is-
too much into this.
The point is, I don't
Yeah.
see this move from Dalton Schultz's perspective. That's the point I'm trying to say.
Okay, fair enough. We're actually almost done here. The Texans also gave Devin Singletary 1-year contract. Devin Singletary is ass. So upset.
It's interesting. That's
Speaking
for
of Devin
sure.
Singletary being ass, the Bills actually replaced him with someone who's not ass, and Damian Harris. A little
I'm
scary. I can't
Pissed
cap.
at that. I'm pissed.
Yeah,
I'm
I can't
pissed.
cap.
Yeah.
Now, let me be honest here. I would still rather have Ramondre Stevenson. He's younger, has had much less injuries, and seemed to have played a little bit better last year. But Damian
Also,
Harris
is a
is
great
good.
pass catcher too.
I also would rather have James Robinson's pass catching ability than Damian Harris right now, behind Ramondre Stevenson.
Yes.
So
On top
Yes.
of the guys we have behind them, so we have a really good running back core. So I'm not super worried about it.
That's still not the kind of player you want to face twice, though. in a
not with
year.
Josh
I mean,
Allen under center, no.
No.
Now, getting to this is today. It says March 20th, but we're above it. The stats of DeAndre Hopkins comes into focus. They're ramping up with interested teams. I don't think the Cowboys are an interested team anymore. That feels
No,
very
not anymore.
unattractive.
Not with their cap space either.
Unless they can get it for cheap.
Yeah, but even
They
still,
traded
his
like
cap
an
is-
altered contract, which tells me that the Patriots can get him for something not as awful as you would have had to get him. And I think he wants to go anywhere. And I know that people say, "Oh, his issues with Bill O'Brien." He literally said, "Dude, I'll go to the Patriots. I'll go anywhere. I want to play. I want to win. I don't care who's there in coaching." I think him and
He
Bill
also is
O'Brien will be
following
back.
Mac Jones on Instagram too. Fun fact.
Ooh, that's good to know.
You know, I love.
He's been
that we
following. He
always-
just followed Mac Jones on a lot of social media.
I love that we look at players' social medias as the end all be all on what
They
Well,
are.
the Patriots,
Dude.
and he signed with them the next
I
day.
love
Yeah.
it. I love it.
It is a good way.
It's because
Kyle,
nobody
when
follows
a
the
team
Giants.
uses social
Now-
media the correct way, unlike the Giants posting that dumb boat pic, it usually works out pretty well.
Hey, the Cowboys did sign Ronald Jones as a Ezekiel Elliott replacement. I know that I should probably be a little bit worried about this, but he was awful
No.
the last 2 years, so I'm not really too worried about him eating into Tony Pollard, who was going off last year.
He also was in the shadow of like Leonard Fournette and eventually, and then also before that, the Chiefs team, which
Well-
Pacheco was a lot better too. So
Yeah.
Pacheco and
Zeke to the
CEH were better.
Buccaneers?
So-
Zeke to the Bucks. Oh, that's an interesting. one.
Wait,
Anyways,
what?
keep going.
I,
just-
no,
I'm
that's
I'm
such a
thinking.
dumb move
I'm
by the
thinking.
Bucks.
so that is
I'm-
it for the
I'm-
free
Actually, who
agent
cares?
tracker,
They're tanking.
that
So.
I have in front of me.
Did we
Oh,
miss
well,
anything
Quickly say
big?
it, America is currently ahead of Japan 1-0 in the top or the middle of the second, as well as the Bruins are winning 2-1 as the Bruins go for
USA.
history.
The
so,
Bruins don't ever lose. It doesn't matter.
they
And
did lose
Rangers
3 out
are
of 4
also
recently.
winning 1-0 against the
For
Hurricanes.
anyone who cares. Just kidding. I don't think we missed anything major.
I don't think so. I mean, J-Rob signed with the Patriots, but that's not like major.
No, I might have skipped over it as well. I feel like we talked about. Yeah, I think we talked
Did-
about it last week.
I think Gilmore got traded to the Colts before last week's episode, so
we talked about that last week. Yeah, we did talk, and Derek Carr and all that.
Derek
stuff.
Carr stuff, yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
So let's talk briefly about. So we were kind of, we don't need to talk about the baseball classic. It has been really fun to watch. We could talk briefly about it. To be honest, the 2 best teams are in the finals, so it's really not a huge surprise. It's the 2 teams that have won the last 3 championships, so it's like, it's not that great. Although
they're
they both
back.
want to walk off fashion, so that's something to be talked about. So that's pretty cool. Other things going on in the world. NHL, the Bruins continue to push for a record, even though I don't really think they're pushing for a record, to be honest. Considering they're already at 111 points with 13 games to go, they technically need an additional 22 points. So they would need to go 11-2. I don't particularly think they're going to do that, nor do I think they care to do that. Although Swayman's on 2 shutouts in a row and Allmark is still playing crazy well. By the way, Kyle, I have some statistics. We can talk very briefly about this and have a more discuss. So me and Kyle were talking about Allmark versus Igor, and all I said is that right now, this season, Allmark is better than Igor. He
Which
has
is
a higher
facts.
ceiling right
Mhm.
now than Igor because he has had a better season. Therefore, his ceiling is higher because he's having an all-time season. I also said that at this point he is more talented because this season he is right now more talented than Igor because he's playing better than Igor is playing and has ever played.
That's where
Statistic,
you
I
lost.
sent it. I sent a graph that showed that Allmark's season right now is better than Igor's stats all around, on top of better than everyone else on that list above
hold
him
on,
in
hold
wins.
on. What you showed me was that Igor's save percentage was the same last year as what Omar is having this year. So if it were to end today, Igor's season last year and Omar's season this year are the exact same, which means
No,
that-
save percentage, no, goals against was better by like a bit.
yeah, okay, sure, but it's
And also
in less,
had 12 more
it's-
wins already.
Omar is also in less games played, which doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, like,
With
as of
12
now,
more
save
wins?
percentage- With yeah, okay, hold on. With save
So
percentage,
far, by the way.
save percentage, they were equal. So to say that the ceiling can't be reached by Igor ever is what I disagreed with. That's what I disagreed with. Okay, Linus having an amazing season. I'll get to it when we go over NHL stuff in just a hot minute. Like
Well, that's
Linus,
what we're doing right now. I'm
So-
transitioning into that.
so I just wanted to go over like my predictions for NHL awards too while we have a sec. But so like,
I figured we could do that next week because we're getting close
Sure.
to this. Because we're gonna get close
Sure.
because I want to do an NHL bracket. And I want to do awards pick 'em.
oh, all right, fair enough.
So we're gonna do it
really
all at the
quick
same time.
about standings though. The Penguins are no longer in a playoff spot. They are currently out of the wild card. With the
How does that feel,
Islanders.
Kyle?
I'm fucking loving it. It's amazing. It's like Christmas all over again. Fuck the Penguins. Penguins are out of a wild card spot for now. They are only 1 point behind the Panthers and 2 points behind the Islanders. So it is close. Losing both times to the Rangers, LOL, definitely hurts them. But That sucks for them. Maybe try better next time.
How good are the
Um,
Bruins' chances of making to the playoffs? How good are their chances?
Been
100%.
100% for like
100%.
Okay, just want to be sure. Kyle, how good are they? How good are they?
Bruins? They're pretty
What
good.
did you
I'm
say in
not gonna-
October?
Yes,
What
I
team are they better than?
I
What team that they're
already
better than?
admitted
first
I
wild
was
card,
wrong,
second wild
Jake.
card team, Kyle.
I didn't even give them that credit. To be, I said they weren't gonna make the
Kyle,
playoffs.
Yeah,
give me,
that's what you
give me
said.
a couple of teams that like the Bruins are better than. Give me a couple teams
All
that
time,
start with
I could
R.
list a lot. I could
No,
list a
you
lot.
cannot list a
You
lot.
can list
literally
two
list-
teams
I can
that
list
play
one.
in New York City.
No, two actually. I can list two.
You can
There was
list
one more.
two
There's
teams,
There's
and
two.
one was the Bruins, and the other one was the
No,
Canadians.
It was
Yeah.
the Lightning. Lightning from a few years ago. Are better still.
Well,
Still,
mm,
it's not there yet. Bruins haven't beat them yet. Bruins have not beat them yet. It's possible, but as of right now, there's
I
like
guess
that's
actually,
fine.
I don't know if that's true,
Kyle,
Kyle.
they're
The
not
Bruins were
that good
the
yet.
Bruins were the fastest team
No,
to
I
50
meant in
wins, so
history.
technically,
Okay, technically, that's
they
fair.
did beat all teams right there.
That's
If
fair.
we're talking about where they are right now, they beat all teams. So
Fair enough, but anyway,
Better than what the
and-
Rangers, right? Is that?
I'm
is
not-
that
by a
I'm
lot
saying
too,
that.
by the way. The Rangers.
I'm not saying that. Currently, the standings are as follows for the playoff teams. In the Metro Division, the Hurricanes, Devils, and Rangers are in the playoff spots. As of right now, the Rangers are playing the Hurricanes in a home-on-home series. So at the end of these two games, there is the potential for the Rangers to be 1 point behind first place in the Metro, which still puts them at over puts them at 7 points behind the Bruins if the Bruins don't win in that span.
Side note,
mhm.
the Hurricanes at the same point not only have to lose those two games, but still have two games in hand
Yes,
over the
they
Rangers.
do.
So
Correct.
that's important. And the Bruins also have another game in hand. For what it's
Yes,
worth.
correct. In the Atlantic Division, the clear and utter winner and favorite, as they are across the entire league, the Bruins are in first place with a whopping 111 points. That to me is impressive, but the thing that is the most impressive out of all of it is their not goals against average, their goal differential, which is a whopping plus 113.
What is the best goal differential in
I
NHL
looked
history?
this up. It is gross. It is by the one of the two teams that have tied the record for the most points in a year. The Montreal Canadiens 76-77 season had a plus 236 goal differential. I was like, what? By
That
the
may
way,
never be broken.
That will never be
never
broken.
be broken.
No.
Not in today's NHL. And on top of that, the Bruins right now are easy second though. It's like there's like a huge gap. Like it's not close. After
So
that.
there's the Canadians, a huge gap. The Bruins, a huge gap.
And then like no, there's like no the Lightning
No,
are like
no,
up
no,
there.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the Canadians, huge gap. Bruins, teeny tiny gap. Lightning, massive gap.
Okay, okay.
There's the gap.
Okay,
So
okay.
I will give credit to where credit's due.
Yeah.
Bruins are absolutely phenomenal. I was wrong. I admitted it. I was very wrong. It happens. They are better than the Rangers at this moment, Steve. I can tell you're waiting for me to say it. There it is. I said it. All right. Anyway, moving
All right, we're
on.
gonna clip it and play it at
moving-
your wedding.
Moving on really quick so we can get to what we want to do to end our show. The Atlantic Division, the Bruins are the winner. Second place are the Maple Leafs, and third place are the Lightning. The next those three are going to be the top three in the Atlantic Division because the next closest is the Florida Panthers, who are in a wild card spot, who is 11 points behind the Lightning.
And
So-
32 points behind the Bruins, by the
It
way.
is absolutely gross how good the Atlantic Division has been, those top three teams. And the wild card teams for the Eastern Conference are the Islanders and Panthers, who are close. The Penguins are also fighting for that. So it'll be between those three teams. It's unlikely the Senators, Capitals, and Sabres can get there. They are within 8 points at max. There is a chance, technically, although neither of those three teams have been playing good enough to really get there. In the Western Conference,
The
Stars.
ass conference.
Yeah, this is hilarious. It's really bad. The Stars, Avalanche, and Wild are the top three teams in the Central. And in the Pacific, the Golden Knights, the Kings, and the Oilers are top three in the Pacific, with the Kraken and the Jets holding the top two spots in the wild card.
That's pretty good.
With the Flames and Predators not far behind. After that, it is pretty much a crapshoot. They're all fighting for first overall pick. After that,
Side note: there are 5 teams in the Eastern Conference that have the same or more points than all of the Western Conference. 5. The top 5 teams in the league, including the Rangers.
There are 5 teams that have been eliminated from playoff contention at this moment. 4 of them are in the Western Conference. Western Conference has not been good. It hasn't been good for quite some time. So it hasn't been good for probably about 5-ish years now. So Western Conference is really struggling, but they'll get there. They'll get there eventually. They have a lot of talent.
Nah, fuck them.
Sure, Jake. Whatever you say. Fun fact.
Roll bees, baby.
Fun fact: one of the more popular sites on Twitter, moneypuck.com, puts out a daily tweet of who they think are the favorites to win the Stanley Cup, to make the playoffs, etc. Some reason they have the Edmonton Oilers as the highest chance to win the Stanley Cup over the Bruins and over the Hurricanes, who, for the record, the Hurricanes, not even the Bruins, who are obviously ahead of them, the Hurricanes are 10 points over the Oilers, yet have less odds to win the Stanley Cup. So I'm really curious what their math is and how they calculate these odds.
I mean, they might be looking at the gauntlet that any Eastern team has to go through to get to the Stanley Cup and go, that West is going to be easy.
Okay, but then why are the
Oilers aren't even the best team in the West right now?
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're just taking into the fact they have Connor McDavid and giving him a 10% boost, to be honest with you.
So then you take that out of it, Jake. The Hurricanes have a better chance to win the Stanley Cup than the Bruins do.
That's
so
ridiculous.
where's your reason?
There's no reasoning behind that. I'm just trying to give you some context.
I'm just saying. I want to know the math.
Listen, I'm trying.
But anyway,
fuck them anyway. The Bees are the favorite.
Honestly, and then we can talk. We don't need to talk about the NBA much. The Celtics have kind of been on a steady decline. If you consider being 3rd seed in the East a decline, I mean, it's not ideal. You want to see them get home court advantage against at least the 76ers and hopefully the Bucks. But
yeah,
I am not worried about the 76ers.
I am less worried about the Bruins for obvious reasons than the Celtics. But we'll see.
Fun fact: the Knicks were playing last night at Madison Square Garden and were chanting MVP as Julius Randle was shooting free throws. Funniest thing I've ever heard New York fans do, because even I know that's not plausible, but it was still hilarious to hear them at least think that they have a chance.
Nobody in New York is winning the MVP.
To be honest, there could be, maybe in some alternate universe, Julius Randle would win MVP this year.
Jokic will probably win.
Yeah, sure.
He is actually having a really good year.
It should be Embiid if it's anybody at this point in time.
I agree. Well, Jokic is up there. Hold on.
Yes.
Embiid has been playing much better than Jokic has. It's a different conversation, though. That's a
Did
different
anyone want to talk about anything else before we hop over to our fun last piece?
No, let's hit the fun. Let's hit the fun button.
Props to the Sea Dragons of the XFL for turning stuff around and beating, I think it was, in 2 out of 3 games, beating 2 undefeated teams. So
roll Sea Dragons.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll be honest, I haven't watched any XFL.
Oh, I've watched them all. Clearly,
a lot of people haven't because their viewership's gone down.
I watched them all.
So I'll ask, what game mode are we gonna play? Are we gonna do team mode, classic mode?
It is classic mode, buddy.
Oh dear Lord, what are we doing here?
Where do we go? We go to play Kahoot.
Kahoot.
Yes.
Yes. This would be
if anyone is in the chat and would like to play with us, please feel free.
Do I gotta download an app for this now?
No, you don't.
No, you just play online.
Yeah, go on the website.
There it is. It was the 3rd thing that popped up. My bad.
I'm also gonna play because I don't know if I remember all the answers.
Steve, okay, fine, but Kyle, if you win, it's it's cheap.
Yeah,
it doesn't
cheap.
count. No. It doesn't count if I win because obviously I made it. But
I'm stealing the polar.
Hammer it.
Legend Zebra 5-5.
Nice. I have my helmet on.
Riley texted me that she wants to play. So
come in.
Wow, I actually straight up put in Giants Suck as my name, and I guess the website thought that was too toxic and just deleted that.
Why does my guy have the George Washington wig on?
The George
Bro, I
Washington
can put a
what?
pie in my head. Let's go.
Steve, you're Legend Zebra.
Yeah, I could.
I
see
guess
that.
I'm Legend Zebra 55 because it didn't like my name. It wasn't positive enough. All right, I'm gonna honor my
Oh.
good friend Caleb and be a unicorn.
A unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
There
see
we
what
go.
full screen action.
Ooh, a panda. Fuck yes. Want to be a panda?
I'm rolling with the
Okay,
I'm
we're
rolling
gonna-
with the
we're
Tiger
gonna-
King
we're gonna-
joke.
We're gonna wait for Riley.
Riley's in the room. She's typing in the game pin to join.
Okay, I
Alright.
would ask Faye, but it's too late at this point.
All right,
Okay.
is that all of us? I think
Yeah.
we're all in.
Hey, right,
Yes.
Drew.
Yes.
If I win, it doesn't count because I don't know if I fully remember the answers.
Okay, here we go.
All right, let's go.
Oh, hi, Molly.
Molly is joining us.
Mm.
I have no.
Oh, Kyle, did you spray Molly with like a water sprayer
I did,
earlier?
'cause she was barking.
Oh God, I know it says so much less than I actually do. Oh no. Oh no, it's Washington. Oh, shoot.
I thought it was PA.
I thought it was
I thought it was-
Baltimore.
I put Dover.
Delaware?
I don't know.
Did you get it? Oh, who else got it?
forgot.
Oh man. I'm
Wait,
worried.
oh my God, I'm only in 5th place. Let's go.
Remember, me winning doesn't count. So.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh wait, I don't. No, I know this because fuck, Faye's brother goes to Fair.
Yo, let's
and
go.
it's in the same town.
Lucky guess, baby.
Oh, I hate it here. I knew
fun
the
fact,
answer.
some of these schools are in the women's tournament, not just the men's tournament. So
Fair enough.
Sacred Heart University is in the women's tournament.
I
So-
knew this because, dude, I knew it, bro. I knew it.
Guys, we're on a solid streak here. Let's go. One answer.
Oh, I wonder where. Oh shit.
For which town?
I knew where it is. I know where it
I'm
is.
gonna get
Yeah.
0.
I know where it is.
I'm guessing here.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Lucky guess, baby.
I was gonna say I know it's not. I know it's not in
No,
Virginia
second
Beach.
place. I'm coming for you, Kyle.
I have
Uh-oh.
0 points.
Kyle 100% cheated.
Shit.
Are we that
I
shocked though?
made this. Hold on. Oh shit.
I think
Wait,
it's,
I know this.
I think it's this one.
I
think
actually don't remember.
Yeah,
Ah!
Yo, this is actually coming along so well.
Notre Dame is not a town, is it?
Yes.
Come
No.
on, let's go. Second
It
place, second place, baby.
Oh shit.
Oh, I know this one. There it is.
There's a place called Waco, Texas.
Waco.
It's a way.
It's
Oh,
Waco.
Waco.
It's Waco.
I don't know.
well,
Is it San? Is it? Oh.
hey,
Nope,
it's right
I
too.
got that wrong. It is Waco. Dang
Nick,
it.
did you not know that?
I
No.
didn't. I just knew it was in Texas.
Nick, do you have
Ah.
any points yet?
I do. I got one right.
Oh no, I have no idea. Actually, I think it's this one. I'm good. I think I know.
If it's St. Augustine, I'm losing my mind.
I think it is.
It's
Aw.
I got one.
Yeah, I got it right. No, St.
Wow.
Augustine's St. Augustine's like northeast.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Florida. I'm in 5th anyway. It doesn't matter.
Fort Myers is right on the Gulf.
Oh,
It is.
fuck.
Bro, this is just not fair, but okay.
What do you mean?
I don't think anybody knew it was located in Wisconsin. You could have put one Wisconsin town up here.
I'm
That's true.
guessing. I'm
This
guessing
sucks.
that's not correct. Yeah, that's not.
I've
Milwaukee.
got 2 in a row. I've got 2 in a row.
Let's go.
Why
Nick.
wouldn't it be in Marquette? That makes no sense.
Well, Point Place is literally from that 70s show.
It is.
Kyle, this game sucks.
More
Whoa,
right.
who cares about Farley Dickens?
Bro, what?
Have you guys been listening to the news?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I think I got that wrong. Yeah.
Hackensack.
I should have said Hackensack.
I did want to go blue again. I'm just going off by colors.
Princeton.
Princeton, I should know this. I should know this.
Come on, you gotta be.
I feel
this
like
is
it's
so
a
dumb
joke.
and
It's either
not.
it's either red or green. It's either red or green.
Oh,
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna say if
I
there's
did
got to
not
be
see
at
it.
least one of these stupid colleges got to be in the town that it's named after.
There's actually a lot. Like as the quiz goes on, a lot of them were actually named after.
Kyle, you would know this. That's not cool.
I do know this.
I think
I go
passed.
here.
Yes.
Son of a bitch!
Guys, if you don't know, I live
Bro,
with Nick
this
for
is
years.
so
This
dumb.
This is like Nick getting mad at gaming level. This is great.
This is so dumb.
I'm so
Oh my
glad
gosh,
that
I'm neck and neck with Riley.
Wait, I know this.
This is not true. None of this is true. This is
No,
false.
yes, it is. No,
It's South
true.
Bend.
According to Wikipedia,
You're fucking wrong. It's South Bend, Indiana.
according to Wikipedia,
That's fucking
It said-
wrong. It's
Pick
South
it up
Bend,
really
Indiana.
because it said Notre Dame, Indiana, is what it said.
Okay, pull up the Kahoot.
Yeah, because
Oh,
it's
wait,
gonna
no.
keep going unless it.
No,
it's fine.
won't.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
If I'm wrong, I apologize. But according to, I swear, it said Notre Dame, Indiana.
It's in South Bend.
Jake, relax.
Yeah, it says-
Give me an address. Oh,
Bro, what?
Listen here, so I'm not wrong.
Did they give Notre Dame its own town? Because it's bullshit.
Creighton,
Oh, I have
Nebraska.
I have
How am I
no
gonna know?
no fucking clue.
Where's the?
Just guessing. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go! Nick's so mad, dude.
Oh, let's go.
Oh wait, I know this one. I know this one. I know this one.
I got it wrong. I put Stillwater.
It's Tulsa.
Yeah!
It's Tulsa.
It's okay, Nick. I did Stillwater too.
Dude,
Stillwater is Oklahoma State. What the fuck? Oh wait. I know this one.
Wait.
I think I know this one.
I'm gonna put New Hampshire as a meme. I feel like.
There's a Kennesaw, New Hampshire.
That's what I was saying.
No, there isn't. No.
Three out of the four were made up. By the way.
Let's go.
Three out of the four are not real
Game
places.
sucks.
Oh my god, I'm
Nick
getting
is
so
so
hyped
mad,
I'm getting
dude.
worried. I'm sorry, little lady.
Can't wait for this to be over.
Oh,
I don't know, man. Kent,
I do.
Washington.
no, it's not
No,
Washington.
it's Ohio. It's fucking
It
Ohio.
is Ohio.
Oh, thanks for saying the answer, guys.
I don't care, Steve. You're already ahead of me anyway.
Let's go. How am I winning this? I don't watch college basketball.
It doesn't matter.
What, Kyle?
Kyle,
Literally,
you
it's in
named
the
this one.
worst
You gave us 4 Wisconsin towns, and then you gave us Providence in 4 different states. We're
Listen.
from New England.
Okay, if I said Providence College was not in a town after Providence, you would know.
You shouldn't even have to put like Rhode Island. Just put Providence. I mean, that's basically just Rhode Island.
Bro,
I'm guessing.
I think it's that. Damn it.
Oh no.
Oh, I think
Wow,
there's a
cahoots.
chance I can come back and beat Justin. I think there's a chance.
Why? What's your score?
I don't know. I don't. 4,400.
Come on, this one you guys should know. This one is so big.
That's what she said.
Nope.
Let's
State
go.
College.
Yeah, I did know that.
There's a town that's just called State College.
We have
Yeah.
7
Guys,
more
I'm giving you an
questions, and
update. Giselle.
There are
I'm
yeah, there's
crazy
25
right now.
total. 25 total.
I muted Steve temporarily while he was doing this. Okay, he's back.
Oh, you're good. Yeah.
I am only 2,000 points behind Justin with 6 questions to go. I can do this.
I feel like this is an inaccurate statement because there's multiple Yukons.
Like the big Yukon.
Nope. Stores. I don't know
normal-
what that
The
is.
normal Yukon.
I don't know if I remember all these answers, guys.
Yeah,
Like,
Kyle's
I don't know
cheating
if
right
I
now.
remember all these answers.
Oh, jeez. I don't know what that is.
I know what this is because they're like, oh, it's in Tuscaloosa. I don't care if I said the answer.
It's not.
Oh,
It's not
I got it
Tuscaloosa,
wrong.
dude.
Oh, I got it correct. It's over.
It's not Tuscaloosa, dude.
Let's
I
go.
hate
Damn it, Nick.
Alabama's in Tuscaloosa. Like Alabama University's in Tuscaloosa.
I'm still 2,000 points behind you. I haven't gotten one right. Just so we're on the same page. If I get this one wrong,
Memphis, Oregon. Let's go.
Memphis, Oregon.
Again, 3 out of the 4 of those were made up.
Oh,
Oh, that's supposed to be Northwestern. My bad.
that's ironic that
think it's this
Northwestern is in fucking Illinois.
I'm-
let's go.
I
Wow.
don't know what
The
Evansville
obvious
is.
answers aren't the right ones.
No, they're not.
Okay, we got 3 more questions for me to suck
Oh,
more
fuck.
penis.
This is a hard one. This is a hard one.
No, what's the one that makes the least sense? I don't know. Santa Barbara. No.
Nope.
Moraga.
Kyle, you know all the answers to these questions.
I told you, if I win, it's not gonna count. It's whoever comes behind me. I wanted to play along too.
There's no way it's in Villanova, right?
Is it
No.
unfair if
And apparently
Riley's
it
in
is.
second
What?
place and she's looking over
Let's
her shoulder?
go. Let's go.
Villanova's
Give me
in
second
fucking
place.
Philly.
Give me second place. Give me second place.
It's in
Let's
Philly.
Go. Let's go.
Look it up.
I know people who fucking live in Philly. Villanova is in Philadelphia. Dear
Look it up.
fucking.
Look
Sorry.
it up. Villanova, PA is what it said. Look it
Bro,
up.
they give these
Yo,
places their
let's
own
go.
fucking towns
Let's
now.
go.
This is
Last
so
question,
dumb.
baby.
It's
Last
in
question.
Philly.
Last question.
Oh, I don't know where that is.
I do. Fuck you, Steve.
I actually may know this one.
I actually think I got it wrong. Nope, got it right.
Yes, let's go.
Shit.
Let's go, baby.
One. Holy shit.
Let's see.
It's Steve. It's definitely Steve.
It's not me. I don't count. So
Yeah, I'm third.
Ooh.
By like less than 200 by 200
Ooh.
points.
Ooh, it's
don't
tough
count.
when you're this good. It's okay. It's okay.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still gonna dispute the two answers because Notre Dame is in South Bend and Villanova is in Philly.
I'm not even on this.
we literally looked it up, Jake.
I
am
don't
not
care.
In
even
the
on
next
They're
episode
in
of
the
House
fuck-
Haggis podcast, we are going to teach Jake that it's okay to lose sometimes. It's fine.
No,
You're
I'm
doing
fine
great.
with losing. I'm not
No,
fine
no.
losing with bullshit.
Jake, how can you say you don't care when you look
Jake
it up
sounds like
and
a
the
Republican.
answer?
Because
is
they're
literally
in
one
the
of-
cities. I don't give a shit that they have their own fucking Villanova, Pennsylvania. They're in Philly.
So, guys, the world of
They are
story is
subject to
Kyle made an
Philadelphia
illegitimate
taxes,
cahoot.
guaranteed.
I did not. Oh my god. Do another Kahoot, Nick.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm down.
Yeah, one more, and I got to make a sandwich.
Oh, wait, do we need...
Thanks for playing.
That was fun, Kyle.
Molly, go. Go see mom. Ugh.
Nick, I think you're doing ones that need a subscription.
I know, that's what I'm trying not to do. Okay, here we go. We're doing an NFL one.
Oh,
I want to do one of these other game modes. We'll do it another time.
I love the music.
Hey, music's always fire. Should I just like kick Jake real quick? Should I click it?
yeah, kick
No,
me.
don't do that.
I'm gonna click it. Oh my god.
Sorry, all I do is win. Sorry.
I'm assuming Riley does not want to join this one.
No, she does not.
Okay.
I'm going to be a moose.
Just us for this one.
Oh, we're starting.
No, I couldn't change my. I couldn't be
Oh,
moose,
that's
bro.
Okay, that's okay. Are you a pro football Hall of Famer?
No.
No.
Is that a question?
No.
Oh.
First big game final?
Yes.
Oh, that's easy.
That's
You can't-
definitely.
for copyright purposes. You can't.
Who guessed the
say-
Bengals?
Justin's my guess.
Oh, then that's okay.
15
that's-
questions.
I will be mean.
I'm gonna run this, okay?
Turn, Nick.
Nick's so mad.
Was it the first big game of all time?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I know the answer to that.
Oh,
2019 Super Bowl, of course.
it's the Super Bowl 50. Let's go, Cam Newton. Let's go. Ooh, coming for you, bud.
2017.
Oh,
Easy.
Oh, that one. That was good.
Oh, I think I got it wrong actually.
I have
It's,
no
it's-
idea.
it's the
so
one
I'm just gonna
for
go-
the 2017 season, I think.
Oh, wow, I got it right.
no!
Bet.
I
I
got it
got
right, okay.
Minneapolis.
It was
Yeah.
either Houston or Minneapolis. It certainly wasn't Santa Clara or Dallas. So
Oh, that sucks. Oh God, that's a plummet.
I'm trying to think.
In 2017?
That's after
No,
the
I
2016
actually-
season.
I think I clicked the wrong one.
Good job,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I clicked the
I
wrong
had
one.
to go back. I'm like 2019 was the Eagles.
Oh, I got this down.
2018 was the Eagles, Nick.
Too easy.
Oh, is the big game supposed to be the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, I just lost the game.
Yeah, that
Stop it.
did it for me. I just lost.
Why are they calling it the big game?
That's what it's called.
It's called the Super Bowl.
No, I think I clicked the wrong one.
Ooh, actually.
Oh,
Don't overthink
dang
this.
it.
Don't overthink this.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I meant to press the Patriots. I pressed the Cowboys accidentally.
I was overthinking it, Jake.
I was like,
Right,
don't
he
overthink
said-
this.
Right as he
I
said,
was like,
don't
wait,
overthink this.
I was like, it's 10. Like, 10's a lot.
Oh, that one.
Bro, come on.
Guys, who's Baker Mayfield? Oh, Brett Favre. Actually, somebody got that wrong. Goddamn.
Ooh, 69. Nice.
God damn it.
Speaking of Tom Brady.
False. Yeah, look at that picture of Tom Brady.
It is true.
Oh no!
Kyle, you said false?
I got it
I
wrong.
didn't think about it.
Kyle!
No, I
Have
didn't.
you
think
ever
he had
watched
4.
football before?
No, I didn't think he had 4.
He does.
Yes,
I'm
with
pretty sure he
the
had 4.
Bucks.
I thought he had 3. No, yeah, I didn't know.
Well, that one.
Oh, wait.
Don't overthink this one either.
Don't overthink it.
What?
They're tied.
They're tied. What? It's tied.
Oh, the steel.
No, it's tied. It's 6-6.
Well,
Okay, well, we'll move on from there.
what
This
year
is
was this made? Let's do with that.
Straight cap right here.
What year was it?
It was 2.
That one. I may have hit the wrong one, to be honest.
I think it was that one.
Oh,
Yep.
I got.
Oh, I
Oh,
was
hey,
trying to
got it
think.
right.
I couldn't remember if they beat the Saints or not, or or
They beat the Cardinals in 09.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
God damn it! I fall.
Let's
Damn it.
go. Oh, I have no fucking clue.
What was his name? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I'm guessing here.
have the same last
Let's
name
go with
as
this
him.
guy.
Damn.
I guessed incorrectly.
I also.
Fast.
you
I
get
should have
that
gone
right?
with the guy with the name
No,
Fast
I
in his
did.
name.
I did Fast Willie just because I thought. It was
Fast
funny.
Willie's right.
Hey, Justin.
Yes,
Guys,
Fast
it's
Willie
okay
was
to be a
right.
Fast Willie
Cool.
sometimes.
I was
Oh,
looking
I
at
have
the
no
one that had
fucking
more,
clue.
people get it right.
For
was-
some
So-
reason, I think it was.
It was him.
Nope,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
fucking wrong.
Oh,
No,
I think
Red
I
Hot
took
Chili
back
Peppers
first.
was
I think I took back
2015.
first.
That's a
Super Bowl.
killer. That's a
Oh,
killer. I don't
Oh,
fucking
shit.
know.
I was
Oh,
focused.
that's so easy. Where is
There we
she?
go.
There
I
she
got
is.
that one.
Yeah.
Pretty good halftime show. Not gonna lie.
Oh,
Fantastic
geez,
halftime show,
Bro,
bro.
I don't fucking
Such
know.
a good one.
I don't give a
I
shit
was
about the
focused
halftime
on the
show.
game.
Literally.
Oh, I just
Bro,
lost the
I'm
game.
in
Yeah.
last. Shit.
Kyle, I keep losing the game.
Stop it.
Oh,
I don't know, dude. I have no idea.
I think it was.
Seems realistic.
Oh, I think it's green. Oh wait, no, I was right.
Oh, I got it right. Let's go.
Wait, Kyle, did you get that one right?
I got that wrong.
Yo, come on, give it to
I'm
me.
in last.
Give it
This
to me.
is ridiculous.
Let's go.
By a
wow.
large
Two
margin.
questions, Kyle. We have
By
two questions. like
16
catching.
points.
Ah, what?
I know the answer to this, so screw y'all.
It has to be. It
Gotta
has
be
to
them. Oh yeah, it is them.
It has to be.
They
them.
spelled
Because the other team
Seahawks
isn't
wrong.
listed.
What? They didn't.
It did
Let's
spell
go,
Seahawks wrong. That's
Wait,
funny.
wait,
They
wait,
did.
wait. They didn't play in that game.
Yes, they did.
they
They
did.
played in the
Kyle,
they
you're
played in the
thinking the
2003
season.
Super Bowl.
You're thinking the season.
It says 2014.
Yes, you're
Yeah.
thinking the
Yeah,
season.
they
It
didn't play-
was
no.
Carolina
20
versus Denver.
No.
It's a
No,
it's a
it was-
typo.
no,
It's a
2013 season was
typo.
Broncos and Seahawks. The
Kyle.
2015 Super Bowl.
Kyle, it's a typo.
No, the
They meant
2016 Super Bowl.
2004.
Okay. Thank you.
They meant 2004
No.
because Jake
I was
Delhomme
like-
did not play for the Seahawks ever.
Okay.
No, I was like, but 2014 was Patriots Seahawks.
Wow. So
It
the
was.
person who made this really does
Yeah.
not know anything about football.
Or they just had a typo.
I'm just curious about something.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure you were
That typo fucked me. That's
Yeah.
because I was going of 2014 year Super Bowl, which was the
Fair
2013
enough.
season,
I also just saw the team he actually played
Oh.
for, so that made
which
it
I didn't know
easy.
that. I've never heard.
That
of
was
this
really
guy.
stupid.
never
That
heard of Jake
pisses me
Delhomme?
off.
I've heard Jake Delhomme, and I knew exactly what team he played for.
Football
Okay, I
until
just need to get this right.
Oh
fuck.
shit.
It's well, That makes it easy.
I think it was this one actually. I think I got that wrong actually.
I think it's here.
It's one of
I got
two.
it wrong.
It's one of two.
Yeah, I got it wrong.
I think I got
One
it.
of two.
I don't know.
I'd be shocked.
Let's go.
Yo!
Comeback season, baby.
Leave one. I fell out of the podium.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Consistency,
Give it to me.
baby.
Give it to me.
No,
Give it to me.
dude,
Yeah.
no. I choked.
Ah.
I choked. It was between
Oh,
Houston
man.
and Atlanta.
That typo fucked me. Oh.
I still
Oh
can't.
man, it's so tough when you're back-to-back victor. I will sit up here.
We have to shut Steve up. One
Hey,
more.
so it was a good time. It was a
We're
good
not playing
episode.
one more.
We do hope that you guys enjoyed watching us today.
He
We are
left.
going to go ahead and end it off for this week. We had so much fun as I continue to disconnect Steve. We do hope you guys have a great week. Thank you for watching us. If Steve is
You
our
all.
moderator,
Thank you very much.
That was actually really fun.
That was hilarious.
I will be removing moderator from everyone in this channel. So let's go ahead.
I don't think you can do that to me at this point.
Oh, I can do it to everyone. Anyway, thank you guys for watching it this week, episode 56. We will see you next week for some more news. In the meantime, please make sure to go follow socials, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook if you're feeling spicy. Make sure to go down and subscribe as we are here live every week at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We post videos in between of different topics that we're also interested in. Definitely make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.